The Link Show is just about to start. If you want to be a part of The Link Show, head over to linkkids.com.au/live. Hello everybody, welcome back to a very special school holiday bonus edition of The Link Show. We decided, Isla, because it's school holidays, that you would come and hang out with us today because who did we let have a break?
Cece and Miguel.
We let Cece and Miguel have a break, but we're here working hard, and behind the camera, Lockie's still here. He's still working hard. Lockie, you don't need a break, do you?
Oh, I'm going on break next week, Buck.
Oh, that's right. He's going on break next week. We're all having a bit of a break. That's why the Link Show looks a little different today. So if you're one of our younger kids, like Prep Grade 1, Grade 2, things are a little different. It's going to be a bit of fun. If you're one of our older kids, this is a different background. Normally for Cece and Miguel, we're filming over that studio. But, you know, we're here today, and you may have noticed there's something special on the table. Now, Isla is going to explain this game in a moment. Not yet. But we need to let everyone know what's coming up today in our bonus episode.
Hey Buckle, since this episode is in the holidays, we're learning something special.
That's right. We're learning today that even when we're afraid, we should trust God and keep pressing forward. And so this game, Isla, which we're going to do a little later on, can you explain how this game works so that everyone watching at home knows what's going on?
So exactly, you would have all these tiny swords and you would put them in. But when you put them in one of them, the pirate would pop up and it would scare you.
And is it whoever makes the pirate pop up loses?
Yes, but there's only one spot.
Only one spot.
Can make it pop up.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Plus, a little later on, we're looking at a story in the Bible of a man who had to make a choice. He could either give up and run away, or even though he was afraid, he could keep pressing forward. So we're going to do that in just a minute. But while we get set up for our game, how about you go check out Preach Part 1.
Hey everyone, this is Jazz, and I'm so excited to be sharing a quick thought with you all today. Now, if you don't know me, a quick fun fact is that I do not like heights. When I'm on a building and I have to stand on the veranda, I stand away from the edge. If I have to go to a school camp and do an activity, I'm usually the person cheering from the bottom. Now, I've actually had this fear for a while, and it's almost like I get scared that I'll fall or that I won't be able to catch myself or hold myself up from where I'm standing. And this might seem strange to you, seeming as though I'm sitting on a spiderweb playground right now. But you know what? It has taken so much courage for me to even come on here. Now, I actually, for my birthday, got shouted something really cool, which was up in Mount Tambourine. I got to go do a heights activity. You go on the high ropes, you get locked in with a rope, so it's really, really safe. But the thing about me with heights is I get really worried for my safety. I get worried that I'm gonna fall and drop and that the rope won't catch me, or that I'm not stable enough to be able to stand up and hold myself. And so for my birthday, I was kind of like, why did I get this gift? But also was super excited. And it took quite a bit of convincing just to get me up there. Now, I went up there and I was doing pretty well, but then there was this one activity. And I'm sure you've all faced something where you're like, ooh, when it came along, it was not fun. And that was me for this obstacle. Now, I was standing up there on this wooden platform. I had just watched both my dad and my sister overcome it, and I'm not gonna lie, they did not make it look easy, but I thought, all right, well, if they made it look hard, this is gonna be hard for me. So I was standing on this wooden platform, the knee shakes started kicking in, my hands were shaking, and I had a whole line of people behind me waiting for me to finish this obstacle. And so it was quite a worry for me, and I didn't know what to do, but I just knew I had people on the other side encouraging me to get across. And so I was standing there, I buckled myself in, and I went to start, and then second guessed it and worried and just thought, I cannot do this. And the thing was, I couldn't see that I had the abilities or the potential to get across. But my friends and my family on the other side were encouraging me. They said I could do it. They said, just take one step. And you know what? That can actually be like both you and I in life. We can go through things, we can have obstacles that come our way, and we think, do I have the potential? Do I have the abilities? Can I get across this obstacle or get past whatever I am facing? And I wanted to encourage you today that God created us so incredibly, and He created us all with potential. So next time you're struggling, next time you think, well, I don't know if I can do it, I wanted to encourage you that God has created us with potential and with abilities, and that even when we can't see it for ourselves, God sees it within us. And there's actually a person in the Bible that faced something very, very similar. God had created him for some amazing things, but he actually didn't see that he was able or that he had the potential to do so. And so what we're going to do is we're going to see a little bit of a video to see what happens. And when we come back, we'll discuss it a little bit more.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm pumped to learn today how we can trust and obey God even when we're afraid. So it's time to play the game. Actually, do we have the box? What's the game called?
Here it is.
What's it called? Pop Up Pirate. So this is what we're going to be playing today. Okay, I'm going to start with green. Isla's going to start with red. Rock, paper, scissors to start. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, go! Whoop.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, okay. Who do you want to go first? Me or you?
Me.
Okay, you go first. Here we go. Oh, nothing. Okay, my turn. I'm going to go with this one here at the front. Oh, okay, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to go with the front one too.
All right, let's go. I'm going to go down on the side. Oh, I thought it was going.
I'm going to go with the back
On the
here.
back. Oh, all good. All right, I'm going to spin it. I'm going to go here at the very back. Oh, your turn.
I'm also going to go at the very back, but at the bottom.
Oh, I'm getting... Oh, his head moved. I don't know which one it is.
Wait.
All right, your turn.
Okay. Oh,
Nothing, my turn. Okay, this is good.
I'm scared, guys.
No, you got this. You got this. Oh, I think we're safe. My turn. This is all the greens gone. I've got... Okay, I'm going to move on to blue. Isla's your turn.
I've got the yellow here. Okay, I'm going to go for this top one.
Okay, I'm going blue right behind. No, I'm good. Your turn. You got to stay close when you do it. You can't be leaning back. You got to stay close. Oh, I'm getting nervous, guys. Blue.
I don't want to hit in my face.
I thought I hit it there.
I don't want it to hit in my face.
No, you got this. You got this.
Okay, I'm going to go with this top one here.
Oh, all good. My turn. My turn. My turn. I'm going to go underneath. Nothing. Your turn. Oh! Oh, yes, I win.
Good job.
Thank you. Good game. High five. All right, let's go check out today's animated Bible story. Say hello to Gideon. Gideon would become one of Israel's judges. And during his time, there was a group of people called the Midianites who were trying to take the Israelites' land and were stealing all their food. And the Israelites prayed to God asking for help. And so God decided to save them using Gideon. So God's angel came to Gideon and told him that he had chosen him to lead his people to victory. But he replied, "Lord, I am the least important person in my family, and my family is the least important family in our tribe, and our tribe is the least important tribe in all of Israel. Why would you pick me?" But God had made his choice. A little while later, Gideon and all of his troops gathered near the Midianite camp. But God said to Gideon, "You have too many soldiers. Tell anyone that's afraid that they can go home." So Gideon did this, and 22,000 Israelite soldiers left. Gideon was only left with 10,000 men. But God still said, "There are too many men. If you win the battle, people will think they did it themselves, and they won't realize that I won the victory. Take your men to the river and get them to drink. Anyone that drinks from their hands, put them in one group, and anyone that puts their face into the water to drink, put them in another." So Gideon did this, and only 300 men drank from their hands. God said, "Those are the men we'll use. Send everybody else home." Gideon was left with just 300 soldiers. But that night, God told Gideon to sneak to the Midianite camp to listen to what the soldiers were saying. So Gideon took his servant down to the camp, and there were so many soldiers that Gideon couldn't even count them. They were outnumbered. But he overheard one soldier telling another that he had a dream that God was going to give Gideon the victory. So Gideon went back to camp, got his men together, encouraged them that God would give them the victory, and they surrounded the camp. And at the same time, all lit torches, blew trumpets, and smashed jars. God caused the Midianites to run around confused and afraid, and even got them to start fighting each other. God did a miracle that day and saved the Israelites using one obedient man named Gideon and just 300 soldiers.
I love the story of Gideon. The cool thing was that even though he didn't see the gifts and the potential within him, he didn't believe in himself, but God did. God called him to do something incredible, and although he didn't see it for himself, he trusted in God and knew that God would help him in all situations. And you know what? That was kind of like me when I was doing my high ropes activity. I was standing on that wooden platform. I was so scared and worried. But on the other side of the obstacle, on the other side of what I had to overcome, I had my family standing there and encouraging me and saying that I could do it because they saw the potential within me. And what is so cool is that God, he designed us so he knows exactly what we can do, what we are capable of. And even when it may be too hard for us or too impossible for us, God makes all things possible through him. And there is a scripture that says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And so when we get afraid or worried, what is so cool is just like Gideon, God pulls out the potential. And when I think of us as people, I actually kind of think of a treasure chest or a Kinder Surprise. Now the thing about both of them is on the outside, they're just kind of plain, they're not all that exciting, but on the inside, there is a prize or there is a treasure. And we're actually like that as people. Sometimes we view ourselves as plain or boring or not as cool as someone else. But on the inside, there is gold or there is a prize that people look forward to. And so what we can do is we can let God, who designed us and knows us so well, pull out that gold within us or pull out that prize. And because he sees the potential within us to be able to do anything that we set our mind to. And so what I wanted to encourage you with or challenge you with this week is don't let fear or doubt or a lack of confidence stop you from where God is taking you. Just like Gideon, let's not stop or let's not panic or worry. Let's do what Gideon did and let's just trust God. That even when we think, nope, I can't do that, even if God has called me to it, it's too hard. Let's just trust in God and follow him. Let's read our word and know more about where he wants us and what he can do in our lives. And so this week, don't let fear or doubt stop you and know that God, that he sees the potential within us even when we don't see it for ourselves. All things are possible with God, and you can overcome anything with God. Have the best week, and I'm so excited to see you all again soon.
I love that we learned today that even though doing things can sometimes be a little bit scary, that we need to continue to trust and obey God.
Just like Gideon, God wants to help us win.
That's right, I'm Buckle.
And I'm Isla.
And we'll see you next week for another special edition of The Link Show. Enjoy your holidays, everyone. See you later.